Hello everyone, how are we all? Paul79 here, hope you're safe and well. Sorry I haven't done a video for a while, it's been a couple of weeks, but I've been so busy. I'm just so busy, but you know, it's good to be back. I have been doing some stuff in the car, which is what I'm going to share with you today. But yeah, no, it just works, been busy, been covering one of my guys, he's been off on holiday. I've still got the clocks to finish off. Sorry mum, hi mum. Just had a delay in getting the parts, you know, there's been a few postal strikes, so I've got the last bit and I've painted the hands and stuff like that, so that's ready to finish. I've been playing a lot of table tennis as well, a couple of times a week on average. Had a bit of an accident on Thursday though. I was playing and I did a shot and I banged my hand on the corner of the table and I sort of ripped all the skin off. Well, not all the skin, but I cut my knuckle. It's like there. And oh my God, there was blood everywhere and it was all on the table. Got it on the ball and I sort of had to stop and get the old first aid kit out of the village hall. And but yeah, unfortunately I didn't win that game in the end. I lost it juice in the fifth, but yeah. I was actually playing bad before I cut my finger, and then after I cut my finger I started playing better. But anyway, that's life, isn't it? You can't win them all. What else I've been up to? Oh yeah, I hired a storage unit, you know, one of these big yellow self-storage things. It's not that one, it's something else, but yeah, just because you probably noticed in other videos up here I used to have loads of bits and bobs, all like the trim pieces of the car and the carpet, and they were just getting mullered, and I've got stuff in other sheds out there, and it's like I just thought, it's only over the road from me, and I just thought, you know what, let's get it all out, clean it all up, because it gets damp in sort of buildings like this. So the reason why I'm sort of telling you this is because if you want to do a car like this, you really need like a double garage or just place to put things, because you know, a lot of the time you take half the car off, like all the trim panels, the seats and all that stuff, and you don't want them to get damaged. So having a good sort of safe, clean, dry place to store them is the way to go. Been doing bits of DIY around the house as well. I've got this nightmare problem with the wall in my sort of conservatory. It just keeps, you know, the plaster keeps coming off. It's got a leak. I've had 3 different roofers round and just can't seem to fix it. But had to fix the wall because we had got a nice Christmas tree in front of it now, which lights up the badness on the wall. So I had to fix that. But no, that's all good. That's all good. What else has been happening? Oh yeah, the whole saga with my exhaust, and it was the sort of noise, it was really getting on my nerves. So I probably said before that I took the exhaust off this one that I've had modified by the guys in Belgium, and I was going to put it on the white one temporarily, you know, because I use the white one every day. And the guys in Belgium said, because this is a 3.4S, one out the front's only a 2.7. They said it might. The guys in Belgium said, yeah, straight swap, it'll be fine. But my local guys, I take the car to, said they could be different, slightly different angle of the flanges. Anyway, I had to sort of, a couple of weekends ago, I jacked the white one up out the front on axle stands. Oh, such a ball ache. Just to sort of try and have a look and see if they were the same. And they were. I measured it all up and took photos and stuff. And I thought, well, I've jacked it all up now. It took me half an hour to jack the bloody thing up. I might as well change it myself. But then, could I get those bolts off? Oh my God. Because basically the rear silencer attaches to the cats, the manifolds. Originally from Porsche, they come in these studs, press studs, which are an absolute pain to get out. I've obviously had them removed, but it's just crazy. I mean, that car, the exhaust on that white car has been on there less than 2 years, and the bolts just rust and melt, and you just can't get them off. So I couldn't get them off, so I had to take it to the boys up the road, and yeah, they did it yesterday for me, and they said it was a pain to get off as well. So, but it was a straight swap. Sounds actually better, I think. So yeah, all good there. So I'm going to send the other exhaust back to the guys in Belgium, and I'll take the cats off this and actually get them modified into sports cats while I'm doing it, because I've got a big box, and yeah, it'll all fit in there hopefully. So been doing that. Shout out to my new #1 fan, Paxton. Bless him, he lives opposite me. He hasn't been feeling very well this week. He's got a bit of an ear infection, bless him. So big shout out to you, Paxton. Hello, hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe and well, Paxton, or getting better. And yeah, get well soon, mate. So what have I actually been doing on the car these past 2 weeks? Well, what I've been doing is I've ordered a roll cage, right? That is a sort of a step from this place. I can't remember the name now. That's bad, isn't it? I'll give them a proper shout out when I fit it. So I've ordered this roll cage that's actually for a Cayman, sort of an off-the-shelf jobby for a Cayman, but the Boxer and the Cayman are the same sort of inside there. So I've ordered that, and that should be turning up any day soon. So sort of in preparation of that, I've been stripping out the whole of the interior there. I'm going to do it a bit different this time. I'm going to be like, you know, putting expansion foam in the gaps and all that to really soundproof it. And I can't really start focused on building like the parcel shelf and stuff like that until I've got this roll cage, because it's going to get in the way. But before I did that, what I wanted to do is sort of strengthen the roof and the joins where it meets the sort of C-pillars, because at the end of the day it's just glued and screwed together, and there's a bit of flex in there. So I've been speaking to my good mate Wayne, who's a great guy, and he's, you know, designed his own kit before, kit car, and I was asking him his opinion, and because I was just thinking about putting some fiberglass matting over the joints, and he said you should try something else. So what I have here now, this isn't the latest curtain swatch from the BMW. This is actually called Kevlar, and as most of you will know, that Kevlar is bulletproof. So my car at the back is now bulletproof. Well, only if they shoot at me at a certain point on the car. But yeah, so this is Kevlar, and what it is it's like just soft material here. But once you mix it up with you know, a resin and a hardener, it goes rock hard. It's almost bulletproof. Well, it is bulletproof, and my word, it is. So what I've been doing is I've been using this and sort of layering this underneath the joins in the roof to sort of strengthen it up. And what I've also been doing, I haven't got it here, let me go and get it, hang on. I've been using, so this is just sort of like hard sort of foam. So what I've done on the car is I've sort of put, a bit like an RSJ, you know when you have an RSJ in your house, right, to bridge a gap. Basically I've been sticking this because it's really light, so you just stick this to the inside of the roof, and then what I've been doing is I've been laying Kevlar like that, you can imagine, like that. So this is the roof here. I've been laying it like that to build like a sort of a girder that stops the roof flexing somewhat. I mean, it's not perfect. Now, I've put a lot on there, and oh my word, is it a messy job. This garage is an absolute mess, and inside the car is an absolute mess. I might clean it up first before I show you what I've done. But yeah, it goes so hard, and it's really strong, and it's brilliant. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of show you next inside the car how it's what I've done. Doesn't look pretty. I've got to clean stuff up and sort of think about hiding it, because I'll obviously have a headlining of some sort underneath it. But yeah, it has worked. It's stiffened the joins up a lot, and I'm really pleased, because now you don't need to do this. I mean, I didn't do it on the white car, but I just think I've got time, no deadline, so I just thought, yeah, why not try that. Other sort of things I'm thinking about doing, obviously waiting for the roll cage and stuff like that. But oops, for the front bumper here, I always like to make an under bumper cover. And this is going to be really easy now that I've got the jack, the lift. But what I'd done on the white car previously, I just made the under bumper cover with like mesh, like this sort of stuff. And you can see through it, although it's a very fine mesh. And I thought, you know what, maybe I should just make a, you know, have some sort of proper plastic one. But, you know, getting plastic and cutting it out and all that sort of stuff is, well, it's hard work, isn't it? So I had a great idea of see if I could buy one off another car that would sort of half do the job. So what I've got here is sort of a front bumper undercover. I mean, the thing is, I was looking on eBay for them and going, obviously I'm not going to get the right shape, but I was trying to get something sort of to start with the right shape, which is what this is. And it looked massive in the pictures. And now when I put it on here, it looks tiny. But I knew I'm going to have to sort of extend it and add my own extra bits of plastic. But that's like quite a good starting point. So yeah, I'll be working on that at some point. Yeah, just depends how I get on with this roll cage. I mean, that's the beauty of it. You can chop and change and do all sorts of things. You know, you don't have to focus on one thing for too long, and it gets a bit boring actually. I mean, I've been doing it 2 weekends in a row, that roof, and I'm just like, oh, sick of it now. Such a messy job. Yeah, it just gets everywhere. Anyway, right, I will show you what I've been doing on the roof in just a bit. See you later. So, what I was talking about strengthening this roof, you can see how the roof panel is. It's all of this black area here, right? And it bonds and bolts to, or I've riveted it. There's basically little flanges here and here on the cream bit. And it bolts and bonds to that, right? So, that's fine, is what it is. But I noticed that because, you know, we're just using like, you know, the black stick effects, it had a bit of a bend here, right? Now what I've done, and well, it wasn't too bad there to be fair. So what I've done is I've used the old Kevlar to strengthen up these joints. Now wait for it. I know it looks a bit gruesome, but this is what I've been doing. So you've got the roof panel here, and then this is the rear quarter panel. I've been layering on Kevlar across there, right, to sort of strengthen it up so it doesn't flex at this top point here, under here. So I've done it on both sides. What I've also done here is where this join is, at this bit here, where the rivets are, I've also Kevlar'd that up. Ooh, that's a bit wet there. Ow. Done that on both sides. And then for the actual roof bit here, this is quite thin fiberglass. So what I've done is, you know, I was talking about the foam. I basically glue a foam strip directly to the roof like this, and then I layer the Kevlar over it to create that sort of girder effect. And I've done, so I've got one, I've got a nice crisscrossy in the middle there, and I've got a big one at the back. And yeah, it's absolutely horrendous to do, right? You have, because you're upside down. So the thing is the only way to get it to actually work, it's messy. You literally have to mix up the resin and the hardener and then stick on a piece, probably the size of a postcard, maybe not even that big, and gradually just layer it all on. Like I said, that probably took me, to do all of that, probably took me 10 hours, maybe, on and off. It's just slow, because you mix up some resin, then you stick it on, go back, mix up some more resin, stick it on, and so forth. But it works. It does work. So basically these joins here now, they just don't move at all. Still got a bit of flex in the roof there. Not too bad there, but you don't want to completely get rid of all of the flex. What will happen is when the window goes in, it will be glued all along here, so that will firm up that bit there. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I've given the whole lodge a lovely tidy Hoover, and yeah, so yeah, there is no bend there whatsoever. This is pretty solid there. It only bends right at that bit, and that will be strengthened up when I've glued the window in. So I've taken the dashboard out, I'll put that in storage. Yeah, it's a bit Mad Max, but yeah, let's turn the light on, might be a bit better. Yeah, bit Mad Max, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, fitting back the dashboard will be easy. I'll do it with the windscreen still out, because it would just be a lot easier, because it has to slide into these bits here. You can see these are the aircon tubes that I've had to replace for 911 ones, because the Boxster ones are around here to make the 911 dashboard work. All those wires and all that radio stuff, that's all standard. Yeah, so I'm going to be focusing on the, when I get it, my roll cage. So you can see I've removed all the roof mechanism there that was bolted to those three there. Removed all that. You can see that the roll cage is going to attach to the suspension turrets. Comes in two pieces, you know, just a big loop there, and then a crisscross at the back. And I'm going to work on, I've completely stripped out the sides there. You see the sides under the rear window, side window. I'm going to be basically working on, you know, creating some interior panels there. Probably a foam fillet behind as well for soundproofing. So yeah, looking forward to it. So there you are. Nothing particularly sexy to show you there, but you know, it's all functional, and I've just got to think of a way to sort of cover it up with like the roof liner. And what I'm going to have to do now is, because I've Kevlar'd around those joins at the side on the C-pillars, I'm going to have to redo my C-pillar trims or modify them to make them fit, because they're not going to fit now. But yeah, hey ho, it just makes the car a bit more solid, which is what I was after. So yeah, I'm off to now take my daughter to table tennis for an hour or so, and then we got slow cooked roast lamb, yum yum yum, and then we watch some football, the World Cup. So I'll see you later, guys. Oh, one more thing, I forgot to give a shout out. So the guy that helped me do all this roof stuff is named Wayne Blackwell. He's a great guy. He's designed his own kit, which I said earlier, and he's also got a recovery business, Blackwell Transport Services. Fantastic, delivers cars all over the country. So I mean, I wouldn't trust anyone else with my car to go to and from the paint shop. So yeah, give him a look up. He's a great guy, great service, great prices, etc. So there you go. See you later, everyone. Bye bye.